Yo, Lego Transformers T.L.K Drift.
Yeah, boy.
And now for something completely different.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Say here. Let's get right into it.
Wow.
Okay, and now here we have T.L.K Drift in his robot mode, looking extra clean, if I don't say so myself. Can I get an Ayo, please?
Ayo!
Now my boy Drift here is coming in at a good 8.5 inches in his robot mode. Took me about 8 hours to build, and comes complete with the dual samurai blades that he sports frequently in the movie.
I will kill you, flying rat!
You see that? You see how I knocked out all three, just like that? Now let's keep it pushing. Now, usually I tend to stay away from the T.L.K models when I build my Lego Transformers because the designs in that movie are just so unrealistically compact that it's really difficult to get the correct proportions in their robot mode without having any excess kibble hanging off. However, in the case of Drift here, I feel like I got pretty lucky. I mean, really the only thing that could be resized is just his chest plate here, because in the movie, the chest is actually not supposed to compose of the entire front portion of the car. The sides kind of move into his body and disappear, and you really only see the logo and the grille section here. However, even at this size, I still feel like this chest fits him really well. And just on another side note, if you guys are interested in having me build your favorite Lego Transformers or Lego mechs and reviewing them on the channel here, consider becoming a Super Say. The membership link for that is in the description. Or if you'd like to buy some instructions to some of my smaller non-transformable mocks, those are on my Rebrickable page, so the link for that is in the description as well. Okay, now hold up, right? Because there's one thing we can't not talk about this video. Okay, we can't not talk about it, and that is this head sculpt. Oh my gosh, bro, this is my new favorite head sculpt. And that's saying a lot because my last favorite head sculpt was that Transformers Age of Extinction Optimus Prime head sculpt without the battle mask. And that took me years to get. But after building this one, yeah, I'm switching up, bro. And it's crazy because this face doesn't even have any eyes or a nose or a mouth, but it's just because of the color placement and the way the pieces come together create this abstract look that makes it look exactly like Drift without having any of those humanoid features.
Oh!
Now check this, right? Because this is an advanced technique that I learned about 8 months ago that I still use to this day. Bro, you could be building something and the shape of it could not necessarily be correct. But if you get the general details and the color correct, it'll look exactly like you want it to look.
Nani?
So in the case of Drift's face here, you see we don't have any of the humanoid facial features, right? But we got the nice angled face going down to the chin, we got the red and black crown, and we got the red and black side flaps, and it works.
Das avance.
Now don't get it twisted, that doesn't mean the face was easy. It still took me about 2.5 to 3 hours to actually design and build it. However, that's just a technique that I use when it comes to building my more humanoid looking faces, because sometimes at this scale it's just not possible to get all of those humanoid features into the face while still making it look movie accurate. Now Transformers The Last Knight was honestly the worst Transformers movie in my opinion. I'm sorry, it's my opinion. Like, bro, I could watch any one of the other Transformers movies 5 times in a row and not get bored. But if T.L.K come on the TV, I'm changing the channel, bruh. In the comments though, let me know which Transformers movie you thought was the absolute worst. Now, as for drawbacks, there is one detail that I wish I could have fit into this build a little better, but wasn't able to because of the way Drift transforms. And that detail is the samurai plating that he sports on the outside of his shoulders and on the front portion of his thighs. And really, I wanted to get that in there because that's one of Drift's signature details, considering he's a samurai Transformer transformer. However, even though that detail isn't really prevalent, I still got the general aesthetic correct, so I'm still pleased with the build overall. Now, I was going to do Transformers Age of Extinction Drift next, but honestly, it feels like a waste of time because it's the same exact robot mode, just blue and a slightly different vehicle mode, so there's going to be nothing new to say. So what I'm going to do is do Transformers Dark of the Moon Bumblebee, but I'ma get a little crazy because you know we get crazy on this channel. So I'm not going to tell you what big update I'm going to make to it, but just know it's going to be crazy. And just on a side note, before we get into that vehicle mode, if you guys are interested in sharing your Lego Transformer or Lego Mech builds, you should definitely pop into my Lego Mech Facebook group and share your work. Okay, now let's jump into this vehicle mode one time. Okay, and now here we have T.L.K Drift in his Bugatti Veyron vehicle mode.
Huh? I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Alright, so hold up. Drift is actually some type of Mercedes in Transformers The Last Night, but I mixed the names up and said Bugatti for the whole second half of the video. So just know that I meant Mercedes instead of Bugatti, because, bro, we not finna record this whole second half of this video again. Bruh. And I've got to say, I'm liking this vehicle mode just as much as the robot mode. And that's because I've actually been working on getting the proportions in my vehicle modes to be more accurate so that all of my car transformers don't look the same in their car modes. So when it comes to Drift here, I feel like I captured his proportions really well. We got the longer front portion of the car here, which goes into the grille, the logo, and the side lights. And then coming around to the back, it stops short and then goes into the tail fin. So although it's not 100% perfect because it could be a little bit flatter, it's definitely recognizable and reminiscent of the 2013 Bugatti Veyron that Drift sports in the movie. Oh. Now, as for a size comparison, Drift here is coming in at a good 9 inches in his vehicle mode, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just got triggered right now because I realized I missed a gap on the side of his car right here that I could have easily filled in with some plate pieces. So I say that to say, if there's anything that I could have changed, it would be to fill that gap in. Now, as for the things I do like about this build, the first thing has got to be the color scheme, like the red rear view mirrors and this red stripe going down the bottom of the car here is really working for me. And the second thing would just be the detailing on the front portion of the vehicle mode here, because I was really confused about whether I should put the light on the side of the vehicle or on the top, because realistically it's supposed to be in the middle, but that's kind of hard to do with Lego. So I went with the side, and I really feel like it adds to the overall accuracy of the car mode. So I feel like that design choice, along with the gray grills on the top here, the logo in the middle, and the gray grills and detailing on the bottom, really helps solidify the front portion of this car as a Bugatti. Now, just on a side note, if you guys are interested in seeing another one of my Lego Transformers from Transformers The Last Night, I'll leave the link to my T.L.K Hot Rod version 2 build at the end of this video.